Good day, lovely people. It's good to come your way again today. This is Broken, Healed, Restored, a program from the Bible Society of Ghana. And today we are discussing grieving. What is grieving? What do you do when you're grieving? How do you grieve well? What does the Word of God say about grieving? How have you done it in time past? What have people said when you were grieving? How did they make you feel? This is Broken, Healed, Restored. I have some guests in, and when we come back, we will be discussing, as usual, first the story, and then other things that come with grieving. Stay tuned. My name is Philomena. See you soon. Welcome back. Welcome back. With me today are, for my immediate right, Pastor Daniel Abedubidiaba. Pastor Daniel is coming from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and he is the director for youth, music, and public campus.
Yes, madam.
Okay, of the Accra City Conference. Pastor Daniel, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Great to have you. And my far right is Mrs. Jefflins Boahini. You know, if you don't take care, you will mention her name and think you're talking to a male. Yeah. So Jefflins is with the Bible Society of Ghana. And both of you are actually master facilitators of the trauma healing program. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
We are discussing grieving. But before we start, let's listen to the story and then we'll come back.
The story of Pastor Silas. In another district of the country, there had been fierce fighting. Many people had been killed. Women and children, as well as the men actually involved in the fighting. Silas, a friend of Pastor Max, was the pastor of a large church in the main town. As the situation in the area got worse, more and more of his church members were killed, and those who remained were hiding in their houses. Finally, almost all the people in the town fled from the fighting into safer parts of the country. Pastor Silas led a group of 100 people on foot to the next district to Pastor Mark's congregation. He thought they would be safe. On the way, Pastor Silas's wife fell sick and died because they had no way to get medicine to her. Because of the danger, they buried her very quickly and then continued the journey. It took them 3 weeks to walk to safety. As they walked, more people became sick, particularly the small children and the old people. 6 small people died before they arrived safely in the next districts. They finally came to Pastor Mark's town and settled on some land his church had. Pastor Mark was very concerned about the group and did his best to help them. They began to find ways of getting food and making some money. Soon, more of Pastor Silas's church members arrived to join them. And after a few weeks, he had over half of his church members there with him. They still came to Silas for help each day, and especially on Sundays, they met together to pray and read God's word. Silas soon became very concerned about some of the people. Some of the adults who had lost family members were very sad and would not try to find work or even help to find food. They seemed to have lost interest in life in general. One man kept saying over and over again, "If only I had thought to take some medicine with us, my wife would be alive today." One woman who had lost her husband was repeatedly telling everyone, "My husband is speaking to me." Another woman insisted, "My son is coming back soon, you know. He will arrive with the next group that comes here." but everyone had seen his dead body. Often, Silas had really bad nightmares and woke up crying out for his wife. He was also angry, though he knew he should not show this. He was very angry with the fighters who had destroyed his town. He was also angry with God and even with his wife for dying and leaving him. Because he could not show his anger openly, it was burning him inside and giving him bad headaches and stomach aches. Sometimes, Silas wanted to cry and shout at God, but he kept telling himself that good Christian men do not behave like this. Finally, one day it all got to be too much for him. He was walking down the street and saw a woman who looked very much like his dead wife. Suddenly, he could not hold back his tears. He hurried back home, shut himself in his bedroom and cried for hours. After that, he slept heavily for many hours and the next morning woke up feeling better.
Woo! Interesting story.
Yeah. Very.
Pastor Silas. What do we think he was experiencing?
No, because I'm a pastor, I'm not going to start.
What was he experiencing?
Okay, so from the story, we realized that Pastor Silas was grieving. He was experiencing grief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's made it a very short story. He was grieving. I mean,
he was grieving, but he didn't know he was grieving. We thought that we are the men. We have strength, and things we are seeing are normal. So others will grieve and will carry it. But then he didn't know actually, as she was saying, he was grieving. But definitely, Pastor Silas was seriously grieving.
And if you look at it, you see that, I mean, they went through a certain situation that brought them to that point. You will look at it and sometimes think that people don't go through situations, or people who are going through certain situations, we don't classify them as that. And yet this is how somebody could just be there one time and all the different feelings will come to play.
You see, Pastor Silas was the lead for the people. And everyone was bringing his or her issues on him. For instance, people will come that, okay, I hear the voice of my son, I know he's coming. Even he himself, when he lost the wife, he felt that the wife is not there, and he didn't allow people to know that the wife is there. So coupled with all the aspect of what people told him about what was happening, no medication, no food, trek 3 weeks to get to safe heaven. That alone wasn't an easy journey. But then when they went through all these things to the place that they thought they were safe, then the mind started bringing back things that has happened through that journey. And that was the reason why he went in there and saw somebody who was like the wife and broke and suddenly cried his heart out. And that was all. There. So a lot of us are going through a lot of issues. But who are we telling?
Who are we telling? Who can you even tell? Who can you tell? What were some of the ways that other people in the story were behaving?
So from the story, you realize that though some of the people were experiencing grief, but they were waiting for their loved ones who has passed on to come to them. They were expecting them to join them. Some also were hearing voices. One woman said, I can hear my son talking to me. Another man also said, oh, I know my wife is part of the next batch coming to the village. So, and some also just lost interest in life because the wife is gone, he or she has no family, where they place as a home or where they cherish as a safe haven is no longer there. So they became hopeless in life and they lost interest in life. Yeah.
I mean, suddenly everything seems to
gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Adding to what she said, others also were seen in dreams. They couldn't even sleep well, thinking that the loved ones are returning to them.
Yeah.
You see, she made mention of hearing. The hearing is not an ordinary hearing.
Okay.
They are specific that they were hearing the voices of
the people they were expecting.
So they don't believe these loved ones are gone. So as they walk, they are expectant. No, okay, they will come. Yeah. They will definitely come. Yeah. So you see, what they lost and how they behave are two different things altogether.
Okay.
They were not accepting the fact that their loved ones were gone. They had the assurance that they will join them soon. So they should relax. They are coming. And that tells us that, as she said earlier on, these ones were grieving, but who would define what they were going through as grieving? So they were going through a lot, as we say, and others were also denying God. They were blaming God, blaming God for taking their life.
Exactly. Why do I not have medicine at the time where it's needed the most?
Exactly.
You know,
and we are taking this too. So God should be aware of what we are going through.
He said He knows all things.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, and that was a problem. Christians journeying through forests. Others are dying. Others they don't have food. They don't have water. And they still meet in the bush to pray. Pray to who? God. And why is God allowing these things to happen? So they were blaming God for allowing certain things to happen. Where was God when we were going through all this thing?
So not just blaming God, but they were also blaming the dead person and them for dying and themselves for not fulfilling a particular duty they thought it could have helped the person from dying. If only. I'd taken medicine alone, my wife wouldn't have died.
But this was people who were actually running for safety. So there are certain things that in the heat of the moment you may not actually remember.
Exactly.
But then that becomes the reason. You are trying to associate some bit of reason to it. If only I had done this. If only I had done this.
Exactly.
If only How do you think that people, I mean, are there people who have felt like Pastor Silas or yourselves? Have you felt, I mean, was there a time in your life that you actually felt like, I'm kind of hitting the nail, and wanting a story out of you?
Okay, so let me do this first.
Okay.
You see, because we think we are men of God or we are spiritual heads or lead, we try to cover things like this in our lives. We wouldn't show it, and we think it's okay. At a point in time in my life, when I wanted to, from 99 till 2009 was school.
Okay.
Not that school that will give you PhD or school. No, it was repetition of school.
Okay.
And growing up, I thought was okay. It was cool. It was normal. When I saw friends, colleagues that we completed JSS together, and in the next school I wanted to go. They were in secondary school. Till secondary school, I went back to technical, and I got back to the technical school after 3 years. Wasn't registered under GES.
Wow.
So it was a waste of 3 years. No document to show. Nobody knows that school.
Yeah.
So I need to go back to secondary school. When I went back to secondary school, those I completed JSS with them, I never told them in tertiary. You see, and when you vacate, you come home, you can't be a pair with them.
No.
I realized that I lost a whole year in life that I could have done something for myself.
Yeah.
And when I was alone, I don't know how to tear, but the emotion springs up, and you could feel the heaviness in your voice, and you ask questions: why didn't God allow certain things to
fall in line?
Yours may not be necessarily death.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's something that you lost during a particular period of time. I've lost a sister before. I didn't feel the way I felt when I spent almost all these years in school.
Yeah. And you will see your friends and you have conversation, but at the back of your mind, you're like,
How?
they are far away.
They are.
They are
You're going back to my first S book because left my local secondary school. You see, he's done with secondary school and he's going to tertiary. And yet I'm going back to secondary school.
The broken heart story.
So that is the. I was grieving.
Yeah.
But I was exactly so. That was what I lost. School and somebody I cherished so much.
Yeah.
Come and tell me, Charlie, forget. Yeah. It was a moment that nobody in my family could understand.
Yeah.
Because who am I going to talk to?
And they will actually encourage you to go ahead and have your school.
Exactly. Oh, yes. So, and when I got to school too, I was going into propaganda. I'm doing more than my peers because I was way ahead of them. Because that time in secondary school, those I was with were in tertiary 200, level 200. So imagine 200 back. 5 years back. You are so killing. And I was in class with them. And that was the heaviness. I've never shared this story with any of you.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm telling people to
Wow.
Yeah.
God works in mysterious ways.
But he knew I need to go through that for me to know.
Sure. Definitely, unless you have a story to tell. Other than that, are there other people that you think have gone through certain experiences that look like what Pastor Silas is experiencing at this particular moment?
Oh, okay. So just like Pastor Dan said, day in, day out, we face some of these challenges. Okay, so people go through a lot of these experiences. I remember some years ago when I had to lose my 2-year-old boy in a car accident. So I was in the hospital and I was told, the boy was alive. So I wanted to go home to go and meet my boy. Only for me to get home to get the news that he's no longer there. So that feeling that comes with all the sorrow, the sadness, the confusion, the lies, all this, all these feelings. Clearly said I was grieving. Yeah. So as for this experience, I know each household and everybody has gone through before. Yeah.
I don't know what you have gone through, but you can share some of them if you are willing, so that we will also learn. Question for both of you. What is grieving? We have been discussing the surface, but what is it? When we say grieving, when it says somebody is going through grief, what exactly are we experiencing?
Let me use her last thing.
Please go ahead.
She lost a boy.
A son.
A son. In her mind, she was informed that this son is alive. She was waiting to leave the hospital to go meet the boy. She got home. They said the boy is no more. The deep sorrow, the feeling of that deep about that loss is what we call grief. So when something you cherish so much in your life has left you, that is grief. It doesn't matter death.
Okay.
When something that you cherish with your heart, your everything, you can't find it again. That is grief.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is grief.
I wanted to say, because we go through this experience every now and then, so that it could be the death of a loved one. It could be the job that you so much cherish. It could be the friendship that you have. You have built that over years, and then suddenly everything just comes to a halt.
Yeah. And Philo, I was born with 2 hands, and an accident took one of my hands. I can't have it back.
Can't.
I can't have it back.
At most, you will have some artificial hand.
Very good, but you can't feel that hand.
That's right.
And that feeling, that deep sorrow, that's what we call grief.
Where people don't understand what you're feeling.
Yes, no, it's you. it is you. So you are the one that is being hit directly by the incident. That's grieving, yeah. The loss of something you cherish, something dear.
And irrespective of that, whether that loss, whether small or large, you experience some degree of grieving. And one thing about grieving is there's no right way or wrong way to grieve. We all grieve uniquely. We all grieve uniquely. So
what I will grieve about may not be exactly something that will push you.
Not at all.
For instance, if somebody loses their friend, and I'm using losing the lighter word of maybe separation of friendship, separation of marriage, even that it can cause grieving. But depending on your threshold,
exactly,
you may not experience that deep sorrow.
Exactly.
Hi.
So I love the threshold aspect because we have individual differences. We have maturity, experiences comes to play. So if I have lost something dear to me, you sitting aside will not value that thing, so you might not understand my feelings and what I am going through. You get it? So that is all about grieving. And grieving affects us so much. It affects every aspect of our life, spiritually, physically, financially. Grieving breaks you down. So that's it about grieving.
How can we grieve in a way that brings healing? What are the ways that we can grieve? I mean, are there some lay down ways that we can grieve and grieve well so that we will heal? Because at the end of the day, I mean, you said something about the fact that grieving is with us and it happens and we go through it. So if we're going to go through it, then we have to go through it rightly, so that at the end of the day we would have healing.
Exactly.
So how do we do it?
Okay, so let's create this scene. Kobler Ross on the other side will give us 5 stages of grieving. But for what we are doing now, we are bridging it into 3 categories. We have 3 villages. So the first village, I would say, is what we call denial and anger. Taking us back to the story, when they were walking through the bushes, people still didn't understand the fact that their loved ones were lost. They were still in denial that they are going to come back. Some were angry that these things happen. God, they were angry to themselves that why if that comes. When you realize that you are hit with something, a loss in life, if you realize that you are getting angry, it is normal.
Sure.
Or you are in denial, it is normal.
Sure.
Those are the earlier stages for you to know that indeed
something has actually happened. So you are not crazy.
No, you're not.
You are not.
So in our Kan language, sometimes we say "Uchre
You're not crazy. It is normal. It is natural. You deny you, especially when that thing happens. So she said, let's use her. She said they told her that the son is still alive and was waiting to go and meet.
That's right.
When she got there, then she was told it was. I guess if possible, she can. Did she believe that it's true the son is gone? That's denial.
Yes, that's denial. And of course, you deny it because in your mind, you see that this grieving thing has something to do with the mind.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's assume you wake up at dawn. Today you get water from your kitchen, fridge from your kitchen. Okay, you get to the kitchen and you realize that there's no fridge. The fridge is gone.
That's a big example.
You realize that the fridge is gone. In your mind, where is this fridge? But the the fridge was here. Where has the fridge gone to? You get confused.
Exactly.
You tend to blame people. Did my son or husband or somebody or has thieves been here? And all those feelings that comes with it. Meanwhile, you are thirsty.
You are.
Meanwhile, you are thirsty. So that feeling, that is grieving. So obviously, you will deny the fact. Because in your mind, you know very well that there is a fridge.
Yes.
There is a son, there is a husband, there is an uncle, there is a father.
Yes, yeah.
And you are telling me that the person is no more, the person is gone. Gone where? In my mind, I have not accepted it. So my mind is playing that thing. I have to look for the person. The person is alive. So until you come to that realization to accept it, that no, indeed the person is gone.
That is where all of this initial feelings will now move to a different end. So we have spoken about the village of denial and anger.
Okay.
What's the
so
next step?
Let me add that. He says something like it is normal. Yes, grieving is a normal response to loss. But with the denial and the anger, it serves as a shock absorber. Okay. So that you wouldn't be so much overwhelmed, you wouldn't break down. So it is very normal. But in one way or the other, it helps us, you the person. But to the extreme, when it goes to the extreme, then it becomes something else. You need exactly.
Before we do a second stage of this, let's take a quick break and then we'll come back.
Minya misuma tosi min paba yetin min tumin until
you are welcome back. So we were on the second stage and we just had to take the break. So back to you, Madam Jefflin.
But before Jeff comes in, this the first thing we spoke about.
Yes.
Somebody may ask, so how long would that person stay there? And we were talking about threshold.
Exactly.
Though the according to what we have done, a month or half of a month, 1 or half month, it's okay. But it's
so you're talking about 6 weeks.
6 weeks after 1 month, that person should denial and anger should now settle to move on.
So you accept.
Actually
the situation.
So now people wear black at home. Yes, you see it every day. You wake up, the fridge now. Where the fridge is, you're not seeing the fridge there. Though you will be angry, you will deny. But after a month and some weeks, you should now understand the fact that the fridge is no more. So in that aspect, people should expect that. Don't expect the person to feel that loss today and tomorrow he or she is fine. Or don't say their own corner, they will kind of those things. And they have something they say, there's something that what's and people think that it's a joke, but it's those who have lost loved ones seriously. So if you love to say those things, I'd want you to probably think about it.
I'm sure we'll come back.
Exactly.
I'll be very glad.
Exactly.
So that is for the first village called the denial. So Jeff, you can take it from there.
So the second village is village of no hope, as the name goes. That is the darkest part of the grieving. This moment, if even you have to do any ceremony, whatever, it is, you have done it and it is over. You are left alone. This is where reality sets in. If you are a widow, your husband is no longer there, meaning you are sleeping alone on the bed. When you roll to the left and right, your hand wouldn't touch him.
When you want to have a conversation, that person is not there.
That person is not there. You want to pay bills. Daddy is the breadwinner is no longer there to help. To just say, okay, my dear, go and come, have a nice day. The person is not there. So actually, the village of no hope, it is the darkest moment of grieving, where there's nothing you can do. sometimes you find people feeling like joining the person who has gone because there's no hope for them. There's nothing they can do about it. And this moment you see church and family leaving the bereaved family alone. We are done with the funeral. We are done with all the ceremonies. Those sympathizers who came to sympathize, everybody is gone. You are left all alone.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. and usually this stage you see people taking in drugs, developing certain habits just to cope with the pain. So you see someone taking para or rapping or just to kill the pain. But as soon as the para elements get out of the body, they come back to the normal stage.
Is this also a stage where people are drinking? You know, for people who are trying to manage the situation, they want to drink.
Exactly.
So they go to the drinking bars and drink on top of their sorrows. And in less than 24 hours, they are back. The alcohol is gone from their system. So you see, she made mention of abusing certain drugs, and it is true. People become addicts during this program because they are using the drugs to curtail the pain they are going through. And the more you increase the dose of the drugs, the more you become addicted to the drugs. So now your loved one is gone. Yes, it's true. He or she is gone. Two, you cannot reorganize yourself again because of no hope. You think nothing is working well with you. Now you are adding something that you can also stop doing: drugs, alcohol. And people inject pain and doses and stuff like that. You know that this thing is not right. It's not helpful. But because of the pains, because of the loneliness, because of the sadness, because of those guilty I was supposed to be there before Daddy died. I was supposed to be there. Those guilty places, and then some others, as you said, they want to even commit suicide because Charlie, this world no be fair. Give them again, and they want to do something about it. So I think, as they are thinking that way, they add those drugs, alcohol, stuff like that to it. And imagine somebody who is clean now drinking alcohol. First day, nothing will happen. Then you get people to join, and they will rather be buying for, and it becomes addict. And now that loved one is gone, now you are killing yourself for drugs. So grieving, this stage, as she said, the no hope area, it is where people think that once my dad is gone, I will not get any breadwinner again. When my husband is gone, I won't have any husband again. When my wife is gone, I can't have any wife again. And they'll be walking about. A lot of people walk on the street. You think that, you point fingers on them, but you don't know what
they have gone through or they're going through.
So grieving, I love why we're treating this topic, because it is something we less talk of. We really doesn't talk about these things. We cover up with a lot of things, God, Christianity and stuff like that. That's Pastor Silas was doing. He's the pastor, so nothing like that.
He's so strong.
That's how we are. We are superhumans now.
You know, as you were talking about the loss of loved ones and all, I was thinking about the young people, children, in families who have lost breadwinners at home, and for which reason a lot of them have had to struggle on their own. And I'm just looking at it and seeing that this is actually the situation. The village too, where is no hope. Because the one who would give me money for school fees now is no more. I may probably have uncles, aunties, but you will go there and sometimes you will not get anything. You know?
Others have been abused. Others have been abused. Others have been abused because for them to have an enemy. So it's not a joke here. No hope is not. So if I'm a lady that I've lost my father or my mother, the one who give me bread, who gives direction, and that person is not there, then I'll give myself to other people. Then people will walk on the street as hawkers or street hookups, as prostitutes, because they need to get something. These family people have family members, but they're not minding them. And the same family members will go out there and tell us, hey, when my brother's son child is now sports, but they wouldn't say their part. So this village of no hope, it's people can stay here for 60 years. 60 years. We had this training somewhere And the testimony a pastor shared with us that was that a woman who has lost the husband for the past 10 years. The woman comes out because she was doing gardening with the husband.
Yeah.
So she's still waiting for the husband to come and help her garden. 10 years. 10 years. So grieving is not something that we will just take it lightly. No. It's something that left you.
Yeah.
That thing it's irreplaceable. You can bend your dress, but you can buy a new one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your car can crash, you can buy a new one. Insurance can help you. But then when your hand is cut off, artificial is not natural. When that mommy or daddy or daughter is dead, you can't get a replacement. And one funny thing is that, let me use me. So when the ministers go to their house, 1 week, we give word of marriage. Then after 1 week, the date for funeral will come. We be in our clericals, we be in our priestly, whatever, we give the word. After funeral, our wedding ceremony dress is in the car. Right after the funeral, we go back to the car. And we change. We're gone. The family, the bereaved family, who checks after funeral? So now the house was full with people.
That's right.
But by sunset, it's alone, you, the family, nuclear family. And that is how difficult this thing is.
It is. And it can actually lead to depression.
It can.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a so Kobla will tell you after bagging depression.
And you know, we have a very nice way as Ghanaians, we look at things. So we are done with the funeral, like you said. Everybody has gone. The widow, the children, sometimes they will come to church. They will then we will ask, by God's grace, I'm doing well. But that is where we do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
we don't do any other thing. We are not.
We don't go for it.
We don't check up on them.
It's like everything we are doing for them.
What is meaning? So we help you to bury the person.
Life goes on.
Yeah, man.
We don't give people time to grieve. We don't check on them. We don't care. I mean, even the books you are playing will not even call you to find out how are you doing.
You see, and you know one funny thing. Viewers forget that, and that's the truth. You see, currently at funerals, people are checking how much the
donation is.
Yeah, exactly. The interest is there. How much? The contribution to the donation, not the soul who have lost something. You see. And we joke about it. I mean, the moment kind of words.
We will come to that statement. That statement. we will get that. But we're talking about village.
Should I finish with the village?
Let's finish with the village.
When I've realized that my son is gone, when I realized that my father is gone, my mother is gone, my sister, my wife, my husband, they are gone.
The divorce has happened.
My job. The sacking has happened. Accident, it has happened.
It has happened.
Then in this village of new beginning, that is acceptance. Now we have come to reality that all these things we went through, they really have happened.
True.
The fridge is no more. The work has been sacked. So once I have my CV, can I reapply? That is the beginning of another life. So now I'm young, my wife is gone. The things are still there, but the kids are young. You need a mother to take care of them. That is when you come to your senses, because of these children and my safety, I want to open up for a new relationship. Yes, my heart is broken. The lady didn't accept our proposal. The guy didn't accept our proposal. I sat in the room, I cried, I tried even killing myself. But I realized that no, I've accepted the fact that this person is gone. Then a new person may come in. Let me give myself up. So at this particular village, as the name goes, new beginning. That is where we have accepted the fact that whatever we are saying here from village 1 to village 2 has happened. And at the end of the day, when you meet people, counselors like your type, they can help you come to the limelight again. And things that were spoiled will come back to life. So when Pastor Silas saw a lady who looks like the wife, he seen that lady. I'm sure he wanted to touch, but he realized no. And quickly he returned back home, locked himself out.
Cried.
That was his new beginning.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these villages are the rightful way of grieving, and it doesn't follow the same pattern all over. So don't say Pastor was saying no. These are the villages, but some people wouldn't even experience a day or three, and because of the threshold.
Because of threshold, okay.
So these are the things that we can also tell viewers to look out for, because it is normal to deny, it is normal to get angry, it is normal to feel guilty about it. It is normal. All these things are normal. And it is also normal to say that, okay, my wife is gone, but I need a new wife.
I need a new.
My husband is gone, I need a new wife. And basically, the women, you guys don't marry. I said, no men will come.
Perhaps that is the situation.
No, you guys have accepted it. No, it is accepted. Nobody talk. Yeah, no. But then you can tell us, when they can endure for the rest of their life. We can't endure. To get somebody, we need to get somebody. It is changing.
Yeah, the narrative is changing.
At the end of the day, even the woman, you're a young woman. You can't sit and stay in widow till you die.
Is it not a personal choice? Personal decision?
No, it's some people don't have it as personal. It's what the society is telling them. Not a church. Hey, now after 1 year, I've removed the black. Everybody is waiting. People could tell you that they were looking for people who will come and drop you, and they'll be monitoring you. And that lady will have it in the back of the mind that as for women, they say we are but when she's alone, do you know what she goes through? Allow, if the woman decide to marry, let's support her to marry. If you are single, you've lost your husband and you are young, you lost your husband and you are young, and you think you are still in your 40s, and still now the menopause is not in yet, please, and you have the urge to marry, don't listen to what society will say.
Chichi,